gonna
going live here.
it's gonna throw everybody off. Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Norris Titans versus the Bennington Badgers. The Norris Titans come into the game with an 18-8 record, and they'll be facing Bennington with a 12-10 record. Batting for Bennington, their lineup, number 5, and playing center field, Jackson Coe. Batting second and playing second base, number 4, Caden Anderson. Batting third and playing second base, number 15, Cooper Minarkey. Batting fourth, number 10, Ethan Nguyen. He's playing first base. Batting fifth, number 1, and he's playing left field, Owen Douglas. Batting sixth and DHing, number 12, Ethan Roth. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 3, Quentin Archer. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 26, Lane Bowever. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 7, AJ Parrish. And pitching for the Bennington Badgers, number 19, Houston Hill. Titans lineup, batting first and playing shortstop, number 13, Kaiser Poppenhagen. Batting second and playing third base, number 22, Cale Fountain. Batting third, the center fielder, number 18, Crew Muller. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 12, Bryce Fountain. Batting fifth, the DH, number 9, Cody Behrens. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 15, Collier Hesterman. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 7, Jordan Monroe. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 20, Logan White. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 4, Logan Michael. Beckett Lund is on the mound for the Titans to start the game off. District pairings came out. Bennington will be the third seed in the B1 district. They will face off against
What number is Cooper? Cooper is 15. 15.
They will face off against Nebraska City.
First pitch will be at 4:36.
Jackson Coe steps into the batter's box, and Beckett Lund is ready, and here comes the first pitch. Just outside, ball 1 to Jackson Coe. Here's the 1-0 pitch, line drive into left field. Jordan Monroe will get it on a hop and throw it into second base, a little aired throw, but the second baseman, Logan White, will get it. It'll be a leadoff single for Jackson Coe, and that'll bring to the plate number 4, Caden Anderson. Titans will be in the B3 district. They'll be the number 1 seed, and they will face the winner of Seward and Mount Michael Benedictine. Here's the pitch from Beckett Lund. First pitch outside, ball 1. One-0 pitch from Beckett Lund, swung on and skied into the air, but foul. Bryce Fountain's under, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Runner on first and 1 out for Cooper Monarch. He's the second baseman tonight for the Bennington Badgers.
Now batting number 15, Cooper Monarch.
On deck for the Badgers, number 10, Ethan Nguyen. Here's the first pitch from Beckett Lund. In there, strike 1, great off speed from Lund.
Beautiful night tonight here at Ponche. Awesome deal. Want to make sure we thank Mitch Severson, Dawson Van Aspern, and Brooks Bassard helping us out with this broadcast tonight.
Swung on and missed, strike 2. 0-2 the count to Monarch. Here's the 0-2 count from pitch from Beckett Lund. In there, strike 3 looking. First punchy of the night for Beckett Lund, and that brings to plate number 10, Ethan Wen.
Oh. Now batting 10, Ethan Wen. That's your favorite word, I
Yes.
know. Dawson's on the scoreboard. Brooks is on the...
Tech director.
Here's the first pitch from Lund. High ball 1.
Tech director.
He's the tech
1-0,
director.
the count to Ethan Wen.
And Punchy's doing play-by-play, which he does a great job. All these guys do a great job. We would like to thank Drew Carlson for being here as well. Wouldn't be put on without him.
Coe takes his lead on first, and here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hit into the air into foul territory. Bryce Fountain will get under it again and make the catch up against the wall, but drops it.
Great
So
effort.
it'll be a 1-1 count.
I got it at a better angle punch
Yes.
than you, but he had the ball in his glove, then he collided with the
Yeah.
fence and kind of
Yes.
popped out. It was pretty good. Not a pretty good effort. It was a really good effort.
So the count now will be 1-1 to Ethan Wen. On deck for the Badgers, number 1, Owen Douglas. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Beckett Lund. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Great pitch there from Lund. 1-2 the count to Ethan Wen. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Beckett Lund with Jackson Coe on first. Strike 3. And Beckett Lund allows a hit but gets 2 strikeouts. Going into the bottom of the first. Bennington nothing, Norris coming up. Norris comes into the game with some wins. They won the Lincoln East tournament, beating Lincoln North Star, Millage South, and Waverly. Then just recently this week, they beat Adams Central on Monday and Gretna on Tuesday.
Now batting number 13, Kaiser Poppenhagen.
Poppenhagen will lead off for the Titans. Wears number 13 and he'll play shortstop. First pitch from Houston Hill, outside, ball 1. Class B home run record holder number 22 Cale Fountain is on deck for the Titans. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Houston Hill. In there, strike 1. 1-1 the count to Kaiser Poppenhagen. Poppenhagen, a senior, is going to go play baseball for the University of Nebraska at Omaha. Takes strike 2, 1-2 the count to Poppenhagen. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Houston Hill. Swung on and hit into center field for leadoff single for Kaiser Poppenhagen. 3 of the first 4 people in the Titans lineup are committed to go play baseball in college. Poppenhagen to University of Nebraska at Omaha, Cale Fountain to LSU, and Bryce Fountain to Nebraska. Cale Fountain steps into the plate.
Now batting number 22, Cale Fountain.
Here's the first pitch to Cale Fountain. Take strike 1. 0-1 the count to Cale Fountain. Poppenhagen gets his lead off first. It's going on the pitch. Throw down to second will not be in time. Poppenhagen gets there easily in time. It'll be a 1-1 count now to Cale Fountain.
Poppenhagen advances second on stolen base.
Poppenhagen's ready. Houston Hill checking the scouting report on Fountain. Poppenhagen going again. Ball skips by the catcher. It'll be a 2-1 count now to Fountain. On deck for the Titans, number 18, Crew Muller.
It was moving week last week for the Titans in the wild card points. They moved up. They went actually from not maybe hosting a district to being the 3rd seed in the state tournament. Basically, a district is seeded. The state tournament's the top 6 seeds. So
Here's the 2-1 pitch from Houston Hill. Ball 3-1 the count to Cale Fountain. Badgers are pitching Fountain carefully. Don't want to send one out of the park and create a 2-0 deficit this early in the game. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Houston Hill. Sends it into the center field, right field gap. Fountain's gonna take a late halt on first, and it will score Poppenhagen.
RBI single by Fountain brings up number 18, Crew Muller.
That'll bring to the plate number 18, Crew Muller from Houston.
well, he can.
Yes, he's almost practically sitting on his feet and ready to throw down.
Yes, he's doing a great job.
1-1 the count to Crew Muller. Number 12, Bryce Fountain is on deck for the Titans. Younger brother of Cale Fountain, who is leading off from second. 2-1 the count now to Crew Muller as he takes a ball outside and high. Hill comes set, and here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Great pitch there from Houston Hill. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Houston Hill. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Muller couldn't catch up to the fastball, and that'll bring to plate number 12, Bryce Fountain, with 1 out here in the first.
That'll bring to the plate third. First baseman number 12, Bryce Fountain.
I tell you what, Punch, if he doesn't start getting that leg kicked down, you understand what I'm saying? He lifts his leg really, really high, and then he very slow to the
Pick-off
plate.
attempt.
I mean, even
at
that
second,
wasn't
yes.
that quick, you know.
And I think he's checking his signals,
yeah.
yeah.
It's a new thing in the era of baseball, especially in high school. They have wristbands. That's how they call their signs.
Fountain takes strike 1.
Nice curveball
Yes.
by Hill.
Led off with that exact same pitch against Cale Fountain.
Sun just dropped behind the clouds, and if you could pick a perfect night, this would
Yes.
be one right at the buck.
Light breeze. Fountain going. Throw down to third. Not in time. Runner on third for Bryce Fountain with an 0-2 count against him.
2 stolen bases and 2 attempts there for Fountain.
Titans are 3 for 3 on their stolen base attempts. Throw down to third. Not in time. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Houston Hill. Outside, ball 1. Great job there by the catcher, Quentin Archer, to get that ball. If it gets by him, I'm gonna guess. I would have guessed Cal Fountain would have scored. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Houston Hill.
It is a short backstop.
Yes.
But usually if it's by him here, they score. I can't remember
Fountain
if they
going,
moved
throw
that
down to
back a little
third,
bit when
not in
we get to
time.
field, but yeah, it's usually they can get back and score there.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Houston Hill. Side ball 3. 3-2 the count to Bryce Fountain now. Hill comes set, and here's the 3-2 pitch to Bryce Fountain. In the dirt, ball 4. Fountain claws back from an 0-2 count to draw a walk. And that'll bring to the plate the DH, number 9, Cody Behrens.
Batting for the Titans, number 9, Cody Behrens.
Bryce Fountain gets his lead off his second. Hills comes set. Goes to first. On a pickoff attempt, Fountain gets back safely. Barron steps back in. Fountain gets his lead off of first. Here's the first pitch to Cody Barron. Shows bunt, but it's foul. On deck for the Titans will be number 15, Collier Hesterman. On 1 the count to Cody Behrens. Fountain leads off of first. Cale Fountain leads off of third. Here's the pitch. Cody Barron shows bunt again. It's in the dirt again. Hills comes set. Outside, ball 2. Bryce Fountain will take second on the play. On the pitch.
It's uncontested, so it's not a stolen base, but he does advance. I mean, that's in real baseball, but we'll give him a stolen base, right?
Yes.
Like giving our guys. If you know anybody that couldn't make it tonight, have them just simply do as you did.
Grounded to the second baseman, over to first in time. Cale Fountain will come in to score on the play. It'll be a 2-0 lead for the Titans. Bryce Fountain moves to third.
Go to YouTube and just type in Norris baseball. That's all they have to do. If somebody couldn't make it tonight on your family, Norris baseball, YouTube.
That'll bring to plate number 15, Collier Hesterman.
Now batting number 15, right fielder Collier Hesterman.
Here's the first pitch to Hesterman. Outside and high, ball 1. 1-1 the count to Collier Hesterman. On deck for the Titans, number 7, Jordan Monroe. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In there, strike 1. 1-1 the count to Collier Hesterman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit to the shortstop. Straight at the shortstop's head, and he makes the play. I mean, the third baseman. He makes the great play there. Titans get 2 on the board. After 1, Titans lead 2-0. Owen Douglas up to bat for the Badgers. Takes strike 1. That is Lund's 12th pitch of the day.
Lund's just filling up the strike zone. Doing a great job, lefty.
In the air. First baseman Bryce Fountain will get under it and will make the play for the first out of the inning. Brings Roth now batting for the Badgers. Ethan Roth is the DH. On deck
Beautiful,
for the
beautiful night. Badgers in full blue pinstripes, I believe, right?
yes.
Hey, my vision's bad. And the Titans come out in usually what they wear at home's home white. Usually we see them a lot in their whites here.
Swung on and missed, strike 1, 1-1 the count to Ethan Roth. On deck is number 3, Quentin Archer. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. 2-2 the count to 1-2 the count to Ethan Roth. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3, full count to Ethan Roth.
Roth worked his way back in this count.
Yes. Here's the payoff pitch from Lund. Poked foul. And that'll make the count remain at 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Beckett Lund. Poked fouled again. Count will remain 3-2. Titans are ranked 3rd in Class B according to Max Preps, 8th in the state, 2nd in the World Herald, and 3rd in the Journal Star. Ethan Roth strikes out looking. Great pitch there from Beckett Lund. That'll bring to the plate number 3, Quentin Archer. He's catching tonight. Here's the first pitch from Beckett Lund. It'll hit Archer. And that'll bring to the plate number 26, Lane Bover.
The season is coming to a close, and Bennington will finish off after this game. Beatrice Burke and Ron Colley.
Titans have, I believe, 2 more games, regular season games after this.
How about number 26, Lane Bover?
One is Waverly, and the other is Elkhorn North. Waverly is away. I think that's on the 28th. And
I'm looking it up here, Punch. I know they play tomorrow. They play Waverly
yeah,
tomorrow.
they play Waverly tomorrow, and
I know they have Elkhorn
North on Monday. Ball gets by Fountain. Roth will get to second, round second. Takes a wide round, nobody at second base. So it'll be Roth on second on a throw, on an error.
Archer's on second.
Sorry, Archer's on second.
Yeah, and just rewind with me. Given that an error to Lund, who's the error go to? It's got to be to somebody.
I have no clue. I didn't really see the play. I was looking at who the Titans were facing.
Well, in the real world, pitchers never get errors,
Yes.
right?
So I'm guessing it'll probably be on Bryce Fountain. Day.
All looking.
Yes. Jordan Monroe will be leading off for the Titans here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting, number 7, Jordan Monroe.
Here's the first pitch from Houston Hill. In the air but foul off the third base side. Oh, and 1 the count to Jordan Monroe. Hill is at 28 pitches on the night. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Jordan Monroe. To Jordan Monroe, sorry. 1-1 the count to Monroe. On deck for the Titans, number 20, Logan White. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Hill. High ball 2. 2-1 the count to Jordan Monroe.
I'm going to jump in here and thank some of our sponsors real quick. Farmers Cooperative, Gaina Trucking, Norris Teachers Association, Impact Sports.
In the air to left field. The left fielder will make the play for the first out of the inning.
Renee Goodhart with Remax Realty. Wubbles Realty as well. Houseman Construction. These all make it possible by sponsorship. You get this free because of our sponsors. They do a great job for us.
Now batting,
Here's the first pitch to Logan White. Fouled. 0-1 the count to Logan White. On deck for the Titans, number 4, Logan Michael. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Logan White. In there, strike 2. 0-2 the count to the second baseman, Logan White. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul.
Man, he's got big. Logan has. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Put on a ton of weight, as Mom told me. Good looking sophomore. Sophomore, back to back here. Sophomore, and then Michael's a junior. All these guys will be back next year.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball 1.
Titans relatively young this year. 2 returning starters. They have 5 seniors only. Compared to when we watched Elkhorn North, they had 14 seniors.
Elkhorn South.
Elkhorn South. Thank you.
Here's the 1-2 pitch from Hill. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that'll bring to the plate number 20, Logan Michael.
Second strikeout for Hill tonight. Michael has the catching duties for the Titans. Wearing number 4. Batting for the Titans, the catcher, number 4, Logan Michael.
Here's the pitch to Logan Michael. Swung on and grounded to the second baseman, which deflects off of him over to first. Safe at first base. Beats it out by a step. On the replay, it's too close to call on the replay. Caden Kier, courtesy running for Logan Michael. That'll bring to the plate number 13, Kaiser Poppenhagen. Poppenhagen is 1 for 1 with a single back in the first inning. Jammed him, but fouls it off. 0-1 the count to Poppenhagen.
Batting number 13, Kaiser Poppenhagen. Man, everything about Logan Michael's makeup just loves it. You know, he could have just jogged out of the box, but he sprinted out of this box and he saw the second baseman kick that a little bit, and he just turned on a little bit more jet burners. I had him
Pickoff
safe.
Attempt at first.
Did you have him safe on the replay?
It was too close to call.
It was bang bang.
Yes.
Well, he was safe by a mile in my book just
Yes.
because he hustles, right? All right. Yeah, you just gotta like the way that guy works. Work ethic is good. Saw him in U-Stop yesterday. I said, hey man, just keep winning.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Caden Kier going. Safe at second with the steal for 0-2 the count to Poppenhagen.
I don't know if he hit and run that situation, but that was a really good swing, really good pitch by Hill to Poppenhagen, and Poppenhagen just missed it.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hill getting the sign. Comes set, and now here's the 0-2 pitch to Kaiser Poppenhagen. Outside, ball 1. 1-2 the count to Kaiser Poppenhagen. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count to Poppenhagen.
Now the fans of the blowers are going, oh, and if you are at that level umpire, if it hits any point of the plate, it's a strike.
Yes.
Far front quarter, if it touches an inch of it, it's a strike. And I always say this, that I can't tell because the umpire's in front of me, you know.
Grounded to the third base, to the shortstop. No play at first.
Going to give that an infield single.
Yes, that was going to be a tough play either way.
Yeah, it was. Infield single by Poppenhagen. All
That'll
right.
bring to the plate Cale Fountain, who singled back in the first inning. So he's 1 for 1. Meeting on the mound. Cale Fountain steps into the plate. And here's the pickoff attempt at first. Poppenhagen gets back in time. Here's the first pitch to pickoff attempt at first. Poppenhagen gets back in time.
We have said that before. It's just a dangerous play thrown over to first. I have no really clue if they're trying to hold him close. I guess okay, but he's not going to bunt, and throwing over to first is
Pickoff attempt at first.
dangerous.
Poppenhagen gets back in time.
If
Yes.
it kicks, you look at Caden Kier over here at third base. He's ready to go.
Here's the first pitch to Fountain. Low ball 1. 1-0 the count to Cale Fountain. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Cale Fountain. In there at the knees, strike 1, 1-1 the count. Runners at the corners for Fountain. 2 outs. On deck for the Titans will be Crew Muller.
Just what I was going to try to say. This guy's on top of everything right here.
Pickoff attempt at first. Poppenhagen gets back safely. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Poppenhagen leaving. Going to second on the play. Great job there by the shortstop getting that throw.
Still on base
Yes.
for Poppenhagen.
2-1 the count to Cale Fountain.
See if they go after him or if they're just going to put him on.
Here's the 2-1 pitch to Fountain. Swung on and grounded to the second baseman. Over to first in time. They're batting number 7, the right fielder A.J. Parrish. Here's the pitch from Beckett Lund. In there, strike 1 to A.J. Parrish.
Beckett's been pounding it, man. We've seen him.
Yes.
We've seen him have a bad outing. I think the last time we called a game. At this time, he's just
Strike 2.
dialing it up. One thing Coach Bart has is depth.
Yes.
He does have talent too, but he's deep. He's deep. He's rotated some guys in and out of the lineup. I think he's just plays the hot hand anymore. Who's ever hot at the plate. Foul ball by Parrish.
1-2 the count to A.J. Parrish now. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That's the first swinging strikeout for Beckett Lund in his 5th punchy of the day. That'll bring to the plate number 5, Jackson Coe.
How about number 5, Jackson Coe?
Here's the first pitch from Beckett Lund. In there, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Jackson Coe. Coe is 1 for 1 with a single back in the first inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. 1-2 the count to Jackson Coe. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Beckett Lund. In the air, but foul.
Straight back over the head.
Yes.
Somebody's come up in the booth earlier, and you have to understand, Bennington's wearing all blue pants and top and pinstripes. Blue and then white pinstripes.
Yes.
He said, man, that's a whole lot of blue. Look good, though, I think.
Yes.
It's a royal blue. It's not a navy. It's a royal blue.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just outside, ball 3. 3-2 the count to Beckett to Jackson Coe.
Rosen's been pretty consistent all night behind
Yes.
the plate. That was probably his limit on our side, but he's been fair both ways.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit into center field.
Second hit for him tonight.
Yes. The right fielder Jordan Monroe will come over and field it and throw it in. And that'll bring to the plate number 4, Caden Anderson. Anderson is 0 for 1 with a fly out to the first baseman back in the first inning.
Single right field will bring up number 4, Cade Anderson.
Swung on and missed. Strike 1 to Cade Anderson.
Titans haven't committed any errors tonight. Anderson hits from the left side.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Beckett Lund. Outside, ball 1, 1-1 the count to Anderson. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Beckett Lund. In there, strike 2.
Anderson kind of backed out there.
Yes.
Once again, Rosen's doing a good job with this plate, and that was definitely looked like a strike.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Beckett Lund. Pickoff attempt at first. Ko gets back safely. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Beckett Lund. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
6th of the night.
And that'll bring to the plate Cooper Manerick.
Now back for the Titans, number 15, Cooper Manerick.
First pitch to Manerick is strike 1. 0-1 the count to Manerick.
Manerick, the third baseman for the Badgers. Badgers had runners on. They just can't seem to advance them, which they've both been singles. So, and with Lund being a lefty,
Yes.
it's just hard to steal on a lefty. It does not matter what anybody says. Lefties are hard to steal on. Even in the pros, it was
Yes.
that one pitcher, he never threw it at first. But just because he was a left-hander, they didn't try to steal on him.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 1-2 the count to Cooper Manerick. Pickoff attempt at first. Great job there by Fountain, keeping it in front of him. Pickoff attempt at first. Ko gets back safely.
Seen with the two-man crew, Lund can cheat that because it has to be a 45-degree angle or less, or it's a balk, and he cannot make any movement home. He can't lean any way home.
2-2 the count to Cooper Manerick.
This really needs to worry about the batter, Manerick.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Beckett Lund. In the dirt, ball 3. 3-2 the count to Manerick.
And he will be off running. Ko will. Ko
Yes.
will be off at the pitch. And now this is honestly a good time to get, but the Fountain's playing off behind. He might try to sneak in. This is a play that you can get away with. It's called a timing play.
That's what they did, but the timing did not work. Ko's going to be off running into second. That's the second time that's happened to the Titans tonight.
Now, who do you give that air to?
Lund.
Lund. Okay, we're going to go with Lund. That's a big commitment right there. I guess Titans have 2 airs tonight, don't
Yes,
they?
the other one came on play kind of like that.
Both over to first. Yeah, it's a timing play, and
Ball 4. Runners on first and second for Ethan Wen.
number 10.
Wen is 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the first inning.
Badgers have something going. If you look at the game, they really haven't had any.
In the air to deep center field. Muller up against the wall and will make the catch for the third out of the inning.
Any action. had to hold my breath until I finished that sentence because Wynn hit that ball extremely hard and far. And, you know, give it to Crew Moeller. He knows the field,
Yes.
and he knew it was going to hold the park, so he caught that ball right on the fence.
Brings the plate Crew Moeller for the Titans. It'll be Moeller, Fountain, Barons.
Punchy, who'd you say was in A3 district? Norris, who?
B3, Norris, Seward
has to play
and
Mount Michael?
Mount Michael Benedictine, yes.
So, in essence, Norris has a bye, and it's a three-team district this year, except for B6, because B shrunk a lot of numbers because they started Class C this year.
Yes.
So, B actually has 19 teams, sorry. So that's why it would be 3 teams in the first 5 districts, and then there would be 4 teams in the final district, 6.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Crew Moeller shows bunt, fielded by the pitcher over to first. In time. That'll bring to the plate number 12, Bryce Fountain. Fountain is walked back in his first at bat back in the first inning.
Now batting number 12, first baseman, Bryce Fountain.
Here's the first pitch to Fountain. Swung on and grounded to the third baseman. Over to first. In time.
Punch, I'm telling you, that was a good play by number
Yes.
10 there for Bennington, because like he had a stretch.
Ethan Wynn.
Yeah, Ethan Wynn had a stretch. He's
Yes.
going over the line and seen a lot of collisions there.
That'll bring to plate number 9, Cody Barons. Barons is the DH.
DH Cody Barons.
He grounded out to the second baseman back in the first inning. Infield playing deep. First pitch to Barons is high, ball 1. 1-0 the count to Cody Barons.
Heath, why don't you run through those districts? Just let everybody know who's got 1 through 6. You know, when we have time, maybe between the innings. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody out there looks at that or knows how to get that. Second base is going to have to charge here.
Over to first in time. 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third. Titans still hold a 2-0 lead.
For the Titans, bottom of the third, no runs, no hits, no bad errors, and nobody left on.
Class B district pairings
Do a Douglas Roth Archer.
will be B1 district. Elkhorn North will be the host and the 1 seed, with Nebraska City as the 2 seed with a 9-10 record, and Bennington as the 3 seed with the 12-10 record.
Bennington got a bad draw there.
Yes.
They're a really good baseball team.
The B2 district will be at Wahoo, Bishop Newman, Lincoln Lutheran. They'll be the 1 seed with a 16-3 record. The game will be at in Wahoo. The 3 seed will be Waverly with a 10-14 record, and the 2 seed will be Hastings with a 10-9 record. The B3 will be at Norris. Norris will be the 1 seed. The 2 seed will be Seward with an 11-8 record. Norris has an 18-8 record. And Mount Michael Benedictine will be the 3rd seed with a 5-10 record. The B4 sub-district will be at Omaha Gross Catholic. Gross Catholic has a 10-5 record, and they'll be the 1 seed. The 3 seed will be Ralston with a 3-16 record. Blair will be the 2nd seed with a 12-9 record. Here in the 4th, Owen Douglas will be batting for the Bennington Badgers. He flew out to the first baseman back in the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch in the air and foul. 1-1 the count to Owen Douglas.
Do have to give compliments out to Mitchell Punchy Severson. He has worked really hard at his craft, and he's really, really good. I mean, it's tough to get a compliment about this guy because, like, I was telling Carlson when he came up here, it's like, hey, I'm getting good at this. And he's like, no, Ethan is. I was like, I meant the PA because I do the PA too. And so, you know, I can't buy a break up here, but Ethan does it a really, really good job. What he wants to do is get into broadcasting when he gets older, and he started when he's in 6th grade.
2-2 the count to Owen Douglas.
So, Ian, my Cubs hat off to you, Ethan.
Mitchell?
Mitchell, you too. Mitchell, my Cubs. Because he's a Cubs fan.
No.
No, okay. Brother, cousin, Ethan, yeah?
Cousin Ethan.
All right, jeez. Too many Seversons. Almost forgot your uncle's name. I haven't seen him forever. Talk to him?
Saw him, I think, last Thursday.
Nice, the one and only. Phil Severson.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Beckett Lund. Swung on and missed, strike 3 for the 7th strikeout of the night for Beckett Lund.
Lund is dealing. And I think what Coach Bartholomew here is doing is looking for his postseason pitchers.
Yes.
That's what he's doing, and Lund's trying to be in that mix.
Ethan Roth now batting for the Badgers. The count to Ethan Roth. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Beckett Lund. Ball 2. 2-1 the count to
You watch
Ethan
these
Roth.
live streams that we do. It's just, you got to give your hats off to Drew Carlson, even though that's hard for me to do sometimes. They have, like, multiple views. Last time we did, I think we had 5 on a baseball game. So they get out here, they set it up. It's a process. It's a production every time.
Lund at 57 pitches on the night. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt, ball 3.
Yeah, that's 57. He has looked actually really, not actually, he was dominant up till this hitter.
Yes.
But it's only one hitter. It's only 3 pitches. And see what he can do. I don't know how deep he's went this year or not.
Titans might try to pull another inning out of him. Line drive to the shortstop. Logan White, he takes it on 2 hops and throws to first in time. And that'll bring to the plate number 3, Quentin Archer. Archer got hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning. Here's the first pitch from Lund. High ball 1. 1-0 the count to Quentin Archer. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on a hit to left field. That's going to be trouble. Fair ball. Archer's heading for second. He'll be in there with a stand-up double. That'll bring the plate number 26, Lane Bover.
Now batting number 26, shortstop Lane.
Courtesy runner number 8, Keegan Gilliland.
Attorney number 8, Andrew Kingsland.
Sorry, Andrew Kingsland. Line drive to the shortstop, Papenhagen. Great
I'm going to
grab,
tell you
but
right
it
there, that
rolls
is
by
amazing
him.
because what happens to Kingsland, right? He scores. That's just the way that would be.
Single for Bover. That'll bring to plate number 7, AJ Parrish.
With the single, that would bring up number 7, right fielder, AJ Parrish.
Bennington has runners on the corners with 2 outs for Parrish, who struck out back in the 3rd inning.
Back-to-back hits. I was just saying, and I was not trying to hex anybody, but that play right there saved a run.
Yes.
And what happens with Bennington, it seems like they get everybody on with 2 outs. And it's really hard to
Strike 1 to
get runs
Parrish.
with 2 outs all the time,
Yes.
you know? So, double by Archer, single by Bover. Parrish is to the plate. Let's see what he can do here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Beckett Lund. Swung on and fouled, 0-2 the count.
Parrish, the 9-hole hitter for the Badgers. And sometimes pitchers will just let up because they see a 9-hole hitter. But, you know, in Class B in the top-tier teams, which Bennington is,
Yes.
usually your lineup don't slack off.
Here's the 0-2 pitch from Beckett Lund. First base, over to first, off the glove.
Wow, that was a crazy play.
Yes.
It's air on E2.
One will score on the play.
Yeah, 1-1 will score. Parrish will advance. And Archer scores from 3rd. Well, Kingsland did.
Here's the pitch from Beckett Lund.
Now batting number 5, Jackson Coe. I don't know what the mix-up there, but Michael made the bad throw,
Yes.
and I don't know, he's waiting. I don't know what he's waiting for Fountain to come over or what. But and then, you know, Parrish is like didn't think he should go or not go, and in that situation, you just teach your kids to run.
Yes.
Just run. There's no reason not to run. You just teach them to run.
Some leagues do have the rule where first base is occupied. They can't go to first on a drop third strike. But that's only in some leagues, not in high school.
Not in big boy baseball, yeah. Pros, yeah. High school, Legion ball. There is,
too.
Yeah.
Drone cam. Drone is up.
The drone is up flying. Is that Brian? Or is that Drew? Flying it.
Drew, I think.
Pilot Drew Carlson. Hopefully he doesn't say, Houston, we have a problem.
2-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. 2-2 the count to Jackson Coe.
Beautiful view, man. If you're not on, you should be on. You know, the drone cam above the field. Not many high schools do that either. They just always seem to pull something out of the gate.
Inside, ball 3. That'll hit Co.
Co is doing a very, very good job trying to work out for the Grammy. Which is a lost art, okay? And when I used to coach, I used to teach it. It's a free bag, right? And I think he was a little bit late on the acting, though. Full count to Bo. Runners will be in motion. Anything in the gap could score 2.
Here's the 3-2 pitch.
Lund with the chair move. It's a good move, especially when guys are running. I mean, this is not a running. It is a running station. Not might be a running situation. It is.
Ball 4. Bases will be loaded for Caden Anderson. Number 16, Colton Hamoka, is warming up in the Titans bullpen.
Anderson 2 Ks on the 9. No, he had a ground out in the first and a K in the third. He's up here in the fourth with a great RBI situation. Now batting number 4, Kate Anderson.
Swung on and missed, strike 1 to Caden Anderson.
Anderson has a straightaway stance, but then he steps out. And if I'm Bart, I'm just pitching him away. I mean, he's not going to hit it.
Yes.
He steps away. He's not going to hit away. You know, he's not staying in there. So it's not like the Titans haven't been in close games all year. They've been in a number of close games and a number of extra inning games.
They faced Elkhorn North and went 10.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
Elkhorn South.
Then they went and they were beaten out of Central 8-0.
Yes.
And they came back and tied it, and that went into extras. I asked Coach Bart how he liked them. I said I liked them because it was free baseball.
2-2 count to
He said he
Caden
hated
Anderson.
them. I'm like, what? So I thought that was fun. Free baseball for us, but
Yes.
more heartburn for him.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Beckett Lund. In the dirt, ball 3.
Once again, this puts it on here, right, Mitchell?
Yes.
Runners are going to be in motion. In reality, if the ball's hit in the gap or down on the right field line, it could score 3. But with runners in motion, it would score 2. See if Beckett can get it done here.
In there, strike 3 looking.
For the backwards punchy. Yeah.
8th punchy of the night for Beckett Lund. Bennington leaves him loaded but gets a run. Titans lead 2-1 going into the bottom of the 4th. The B5 subdistrict will be in Platte Valley.
1 run, 2 hits.
Platte Valley will be the number 1 seed with a 13-6 record. The 3 seed will be Beatrice with a 5-15 record, and Beatrice will be the 2nd seed with a 11-8 record.
2-4, Titans. Hesterman, Monroe, White.
The B6 district will be at Omaha Skutt Catholic. The 1 seed will be Omaha Skutt Catholic with an 8-7 record. They will face off against number 4 South Sioux City with a 1-15 record. The number 2 seed will be Elkhorn with a 13-10 record, and they'll face Lincoln Northwest with a 2-10 record. Hesterman, Monroe, and White will be batting for the Titans here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Now batting, number 15, right fielder, Collier Hesterman.
Hesterman, the right fielder, batting for the Titans now. Flew out to the third baseman back in the first. First pitch to Hesterman is a ball. 1-0 the count to Collier Hesterman. Hill at 54 pitches. Outside ball 2. 2-0 the count to Collier Hesterman. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Houston Hill. Swung on and fouled into the netting. 2-1 the count to Collier Hesterman.
Hesterman, a senior, going to Washburn. Hesterman, a senior, going to Washburn next year.
Ball 3 to Hesterman. 3-1 the count to Collier Hesterman.
It's not what Hill wanted to do right out of the gate
no.
after scoring a run and having a little rally there. Uh-oh, Punch, is that your car?
No, I didn't drive here.
Oh. Did you skateboard?
No.
Ride a bike?
No, my brother drove me.
Oh, all right.
Hit the picnic shelter.
With the big clang.
Yes. Brooks, was that your car? Okay.
Is Brooks a freshman too?
No, he's an 8th grader.
Dawson's a freshman? Hunchy's a freshman. Brooks is an 8th
In the air.
grader. Gonna be a tough catch because it's blown away from him.
It gets by them. In the second will be Hesterman.
Wow.
With a double. Leadoff double for Collier
We
Hesterman.
gotta call that a hit, don't we?
Yes. That'll bring to the plate number 7, Jordan Monroe.
Leadoff double by Hesterman. Brings up left fielder, Jordan Monroe. Rounds are to premium here, and I know the answer to this question, so I'm not even going to ask it. But Punchy will say, what? You know what I'm going to ask.
No bunting.
No bunting. Yes. So he's definitely not a fan of bunting. Hill on the mound still. Monroe swings from the left side.
Jordan Monroe batting. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to the left fielder back in the first.
Great
back in the
cut
second,
right there.
sorry.
No count, man. That was a great cut. Great cut.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Houston Hill. Shows bunt. Bunt is
Oh,
down.
this
That's
is
going to be
a single.
just
Yeah.
a great bunt.
That is a great bunt. Amazing bunt by Monroe.
There's just nothing you can do in that situation.
Well, it's a tough situation. Do you want to know why? I mean, because
he
the
swung over
pitcher
first
has to cover
pitch, yes.
third base. Because the third baseman can't cover, he has to cover third base on the
Yes.
bunt. So it's a great bunt. He put it right where he needed to be.
That'll bring to the plate number 20, Logan White.
Monroe, bring up number 20.
pickoff attempt at first. Monroe gets back safely.
Seriously, Monroe dropped that on a dime.
Yes.
And that is the right-handed pitcher. It's tough. It's not a force play at third. The guy's bunting, and it was a really good bunt. See for Monroe to go here, too.
Shows bunt. It's another great bunt. Advances the runner to second.
Sacrifice bunt by White. Moves everybody up.
That'll bring to the plate number 4, Logan Michael. Runners on second and third for Michael, who is 1 for 1 with a single back in the second.
Catcher, number 4, Logan Michael.
This is the opportunity you want if you're the Titans, because you have runners on second and third with 1 out with Michael, and then you have Poppenhagen, Fountain, and Mueller.
Michael,
right,
it's a good bunter too.
Yes.
I don't know the bunter here, but like he can hit it. He can hit it. And you know what you're looking for your hitter right here is for them in high school is to put the ball in play, and that's you're really going to score a run. If you look at the infield for Bennington, they're all playing back. So they're not going to throw out Hesterman from third to home, or lift the ball to the outfield and get a sac fly.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Hill. That'll hit
Dead ball.
Logan Michael. That'll bring to the plate number 13, Kaiser Poppenhagen, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
End to run for Michael. Number 1, Keegan Kier.
They're loaded for the top of the lineup, with Poppenhagen leading the Titans in the batting order. Bennington in a tight spot
two singles
here.
Tonight.
Yes. Ball 1-0, the count to Poppenhagen.
Back to the Titans. The team Kaiser Poppenhagen.
Shakes a couple signs off.
Hill's really throwing a gutsy game here.
Yes.
You know, he's kept them in it. He hasn't looked fabulous, but he's kept them in it. And he's kept the Titans at bay. And, you know, the Titans give tip of your hats to them. Lead off double by Hesterman, bunt single by Monroe, White sacrifice over. Michael gets hit by a pitch. So the Titans have definitely earned what they've gotten so far this inning.
Quentin Archer went out to talk with Hill. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 1-1 the count to Kaiser Poppenhagen.
Nobody warming up in the bullpen for the Badgers.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Comes a time that you just try to extend your pictures here to see how far they can go for you in postseason play. Postseason play will look way different this year. All first 5 districts get a bye first round, and then they got to play the winner of the next.
Great job there by the catcher, Quentin Archer. Kind of went with the pitch a little bit and threw down to first. Here's the 3-1 the count now to Kaiser Poppenhagen. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Houston Hill. Swung on and hit to center. That's deep.
That's going to be a base clearing triple.
It's going to get down. It's going to bounce by. And it's going to be a base clearing double for Kaiser Poppenhagen.
Yeah, base clearing double.
going to make the game 5-1. If you looked over on the third base side, Sean Bartholomew was just waving his arm like a wind turbine on a windy day. That'll bring to plate number 22, Cale Fountain. Going to third on the play is Poppenhagen. Safe at third base. Tight play.
Poppenhagen with the steal has a great night. 2 singles and a double. With 3 RBIs.
Here's the 1-0 pitch from Hill. Ball 2. 2-0 the count to Cale Fountain.
This game quickly kind of got away from Bennington.
Yes.
Poppenhagen with that base clearing double.
In the air. It's going to be a tough play for the first baseman. It'll get out of play. Count will be 2-1.
Beautiful night for baseball. 64
Yes.
degrees, wind blowing straight down.
In the air. It's going to be skied.
Tell you
It's
what,
gonna be
that's
a
a
tough play.
catch.
That's going to get down. It'll be kind of a collision. I think the right fielder may have had it. I think it was just knocked out of his glove.
It's gonna be a hit.
Yes. It'll score 1 and make it a 6-1 ball game.
Gonna make that catch in high school baseball. Second baseman got spun around, but this play has to be made.
Crew Muller will now be batting for the Titans.
Bring to plate number 18, Crew Moeller.
Muller is 0 for 2 with a fly out to the with a ground out to the pitcher and the strikeout.
If you go, even in college baseball, I think that's probably a hit. You know, if you go to the pros, they're gonna say that's a
Poppenhagen going is going to be safe at third base.
Fountain. Stolen base, Fountain.
Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
That was close to an infield fly. I mean, but, you know, it's got to be kind of a routine play,
Yes.
and that's always on the umpire to call. Dumbest rule in baseball, but
In there, strike 2. 0-2 the count to Crew Muller. Muller seems to having a tough time picking up Hill today, sorry. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the air.
it's going to get a run home somehow.
It's skied. It'll be caught. Throw to the plate.
Battery
Oh,
level
that's
is
a
low. The
dime.
aircraft
That was
will
a good
consider
throw.
the home point in 10
But
seconds.
Fountain will get
Go
there
home.
safely.
Sack fly by Moeller.
That'll bring to the plate number 12, Bryce Fountain. It'll be a 7-1 lead
Ready.
now for the Titans. 2 outs now.
Just think, I don't know if you have that good a memory, Punch. Now batting number 12, Bryce Fountain. Bennington left the bases loaded last
Yes.
inning, and it was 2-1.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how crazy baseball is.
Yes. Then the Titans got the bases loaded for Poppenhagen.
Declare him.
Yes. First pitch to Fountain is in there, strike one. 0-1 the count to Bryce Fountain. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2-1 the count to Bryce Fountain. Fouled into the netting. 2-2 the count to Bryce Fountain. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Hill. Line drive to the second baseman, over to first in time for the final out of the inning. After 4, Titans lead 7-1. It's going to come back after another inning. Cooper Minarek will be batting for the Badgers. Strike 1 to Minarek.
Is it 1-1? There was a pitch already, wasn't there?
Yes, I think it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit into the air to deep right field. It'll be caught by the right fielder, Collier Hesterman. That'll bring to the plate Ethan Wen.
Batting for the Badgers, number 10. First baseman, Ethan Wen.
First pitch to Wen is in there, strike 1.
Josh, I thought you were going to tell Carlos that you wanted to put away as you know how to.
It'll hit Wen. So it'll be a runner on first with 1 out for Owen Douglas.
batting for the Badgers, number 1, left fielder, Owen Douglas.
Owen Douglas is 0 for 2 with a flyout to the first baseman in the second and a strikeout in the fourth. Foul back, 0-1 the count to Owen Douglas.
Wherever you're at, thanks for tuning in to watch your Norris Titans. Currently, they're rated number 2 in the World Herald, 3 in the Lincoln Journal-Star, and host the District Seed once again. I don't know how many years they hosted a District Seed, but it's been a bunch. Wherever you're watching, whether it's from out of the country or on the coast, thanks for tuning in. It's a great night for baseball in Nebraska.
3-1 the count to Owen Douglas. Swung on and missed, strike 2, 3-2 the count to Owen Douglas.
It's like 8 strikeouts, is that right? I know that was one of the counts. I don't know if you got another one or not.
8, yes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. In the air to right field again. Hesterman's charging on it, and he'll make the play. Great play there by Hesterman.
Yes, Hesterman did what I hope if you're watching in, you can see that play, because Collier took 2 steps back.
Yes.
He read the ball, and then he came in and attacked it. A lot of young kids, they just come in. You know, Collier's playing deep right, but he went back, then came in and attacked the ball. Now batting number 12, Ethan Roth.
Here's the pitch. 1-0 the count to Ethan Roth. Titans are averaging 7.5 runs a game this year.
It's a big number.
Yes. They scored their 200th run last inning. 2-0 the count to Ethan Roth now. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Grounded to the second baseman. Fountain's got to get back to first. We'll get back there, and that'll be the third out of the inning. Titans remain in the lead 7-1 going into the bottom of the 5th. 4 runs.
Does he have any hits?
Off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
pitching?
Now pitching number 21, Connor Zisco.
20, Connor Cisco. To the plate for the Titans, number 9.
Brings plate number 9,
Barons.
Cody Barons. Barons is 0 for 2 with a fly out to the second baseman and a ground out to the second baseman. First pitch to Barons is fouled off. 0-1 the count to Cody Barons. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Zisco. It'll hit Cody Barons.
Batting number 15, right fielder, Collier Hesterman.
They'll bring to plate number 15, Collier Hesterman.
Titans put up a big number in the fourth. Maybe we could say it's a crooked number, but this is gonna be good right here. See what Barons has.
Hesterman another double at least. They're gonna send Cody Barons and he will score. That'll bring to the plate number 7, Jordan Monroe. So the Titans are averaging 7.5 runs a game, while they're only allowing 4.3 runs a game.
Odds are pretty good.
Yes.
RBI double by Hesterman will bring up number 7, Jordan Monroe.
Grounded. Second baseman, tough play.
Broken fly.
Great job there by the second baseman, number 4, Caden Anderson. That brings to plate number 20, Logan White.
Hesterman move up on the play at third base for Logan White. Now batting number 20, Logan White.
Here's the first pitch to Logan White. In the dirt, ball 1, 1-0 the count to Logan White. Here's the 1-0 pitch in the dirt, ball 2.
It'll be an interesting state tournament, and district tournament. You know, the Titans have proven they can beat anybody.
Yes.
And then they've proven that they can play close with anybody. So
3-0 the count to Logan White now, with Logan Michael on deck. Here's the 3-0 pitch. 3-1 they count to Logan White. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 3-2 the count to Logan White.
that's the hack that you want in that
Yes.
count, though.
Here's the 3-2 pitch to Logan White. Outside, ball 4. That'll bring to the plate number 4, Logan White. Logan Michael. Michael is 1 for 1 with a single in the second and a hit by pitch in the fourth.
Back to the Titans. Your catcher number 4, Logan Michael.
And I don't know if this is on purpose or just a happy accident, but what other famous catcher used to wear number 4?
Sheesh. Johnny Bench?
Yes.
Okay.
He recently retired. This catcher recently retired from the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, jeez. I know who it is. Yadier Molina?
Yes.
Did he retire?
Yes.
Where have I been, Punch? It's a wild
Ball gets
pitch.
by the catcher.
Wild pitch. Catcher did everything he could do there. Oh, he did. Like, this is he playing this year or is he out ski?
He retired
He's done. Before the season.
before the season, yes.
And he was Cardinals' whole career, right?
Yes.
I really, really, really love baseball, and I can tell you that I really, really enjoyed watching him play.
Yes.
Good catcher, good dude. What's the count here? 2-1?
0-1.
Okay. But he didn't hit very well when he started out. Then he started becoming a really good hitter that people were scared of.
Yes.
And a lot of...
Oh, that's going to get into the gap. That'll score at least 2. Michael's going to head to second.
It's a double parade for
He's going to
Titans.
stop at second. Score 2.
2 RBIs.
Titans just need one more run to 5 to 10 rule them.
10-run rule him, yeah. Yadier Molina retired. Jeez. How old was he, Punchy? And Caden Keir will come on and run.
He is currently 40.
Well, it's about time, I suppose.
I knew he was about 40.
He had a good career.
Yes. Hall of
Is Caden
Famer.
Keir? Oh. Running for the Titans, number 1, Caden Keir. At the plate, number 13, Kaiser Papenhagen. I tell you what, I would not want to be on Norris' schedule right now. They are on fire.
Strike 1 to Papenhagen.
And I mean, Lincoln East tournament, I mean, they've won 5 in a row, I believe, and they're on fire and doing a great job with it's a very young team.
Yes, beating several Class A top schools.
It's a very young team. It's a very, very, very young team. And if you look at Elkhorn North and Millard South, Elkhorn South and Millard South, they bounce back and forth on wild card points in Class A, and that's big. So Norris is right with them teams in both games. They beat Millard South and lost in extras to
grounded.
That
will end the game. With Caden Keir coming around to score, and it'll be a 10-run rule.
Papenhagen gets the single with an RBI. That's 4 RBIs for him on the night.
And that'll be the game.
Keir comes around and scores. Makes the score 11-1. And in that half of the inning, what do we get there?
3 runs.
On 2 hits?
Yes.
No errors?
4. Yes.
And nobody left on, right?
Nobody left on.
Ending.